Hi, everyone, and welcome to Sound Matters with me, Anna Burton. What is our problem of practice in implementing a blended learning environment? So, my goal was to create an inclusive environment for our deaf and hard of hearing students. The why was W.R. Castle has students that require an on site speech pathologist and sign language interpreter. We want to create an environment that gives them the opportunity to experience school the same way other students do. This has really come very much to the forefront of learning this year due to the fact that at the beginning of the year we were mask mandated schools. So students were struggling to understand instructions. They were struggling to understand when it was time to line up. They were struggling to communicate with one another because the mask covers up your lips and it would kind of impair the sounds that people were making. So it was especially impacted our students that were deaf and hard of hearing. How can we as educators help our students? In order to create a more equitable learning environment for our students, I intend to create an environment where my deaf and hard of hearing students can feel equal across the school building. Because I see every student in my building, I intended to outfit locations that those students would be in. We have a sound system in the cafeteria, and lights for the gym, library, stream, unite, and special education classrooms will help the students be able to see, if not hear, that the class is ended or that the students need to stop what they are doing. I've also purchased sign language alphabets for each classroom so students and teachers can communicate with each other. What's become really interesting is we have a lot of finger spelling. So I have a lot of this. So I just spelled my name, which was ANNA. And several of my students finger spell now their names, and they tend to enjoy that. Some of them even use it when they're studying for spelling tests and that kind of thing. It's interesting. It is a whole school project. The whole school has been working on learning how to finger spell and learning how to say hello and the days of the week and answer questions like what class are they headed to. I worked with our sign language interpreter and our speech pathologist to make the environment to allow our children to be successful. So this really comes in handy in the cafeteria. For example, we have a light system and a sound system. So our Miss Becky, who is our cafeteria lunch lady, can announce what classroom is lining up at lunch, and we also have a light system. So the lights go from red or green to red, and we use the green for go, yellow for caution, and red for stop. So this also really works very well in the cafeteria, in the lunchroom, in the stream room. It's been very helpful because sometimes I'm in one side of the room and I'm trying to help a kid, and other students are being loud. So I can click the button and it will switch it into the yellow, and most kids will quiet down and kind of start looking around to see what's going on.
I have noticed in W.R. Castle that students who are hard of hearing and students in general are starting to become more active in the school environment. From the alphabet and sign language that's in every classroom to the lots that are helping everyone understand it.
So, as you can see with Ava Jude, she's talked about how it's really kind of changed our environment and impacted our school. And I'm going to have Sarah come on, and she's going to explain to you how it's kind of impacted our community as a whole.
I think the light system is helping because it makes a lot of kids help, like listen and stuff. So if the red one helps the kids and teachers because the kids can stop talking and the teachers will make the kids listen.
So we have more of a kind of community in which people are paying more attention to nonverbal cues. Uh, so that's really kind of created an environment of where people are listening more. The interaction between the deaf and hard of hearing students in our environment has changed immensely because now everybody can finger spell their name. People can usually spell what class they're going to. They can tell somebody that somebody is talking. So they are communicating and kind of becoming more outgoing with language.
Hello, my name is Natalie.
Hi, my name is Austin. What?
Hi, my name is Jane. What is? Hi, my name is Kendall. Hi, my name is Delilah. How are you?
So, just these simple phrases and simple things that the students have learned have really changed how they interact with one another and even our community as a whole, because now it kind of forces them to listen and to think about what they're going to say and how that's communicated with other people.
Hello, my name is Natalie.
So, our students would like to send you a lovely little message.
Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. So to say happy Easter, we learned that you're going to like wave your hands. Okay. So you're going to put your hands together and you're going to wave 1, 2, 3. Easter is the letter E and you twist towards your body. So we learned that from some of our community members that came in and actually taught us really quickly a couple of fun phrases. So thank you for paying attention to my grant. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or to send any kind of message that you would like to send. If you have students who are deaf of hard hearing, this could be something really good for you. Thank you.